everyone, it's Joanne and Ron, two old farts,
Hey.
and today I wanted to do this hopefully not too long video. Depends on how much I ramble on, I guess. Of the van accessible, totally accessibility van tour of St. Thomas that my sister and I took during this cruise of the
Yeah.
Southern Caribbean. I just want to say, first off, it was an amazing experience. Amazing. This is the first time we've ever even seen a complete accessibility um, excursion that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So we were
Yeah.
both very anxious to see how this was going to be, and it turned out so great. The company that did the tour, they were able to park pretty close-ish on the pier there for us. So we only had to walk basically, a little more than half the distance of the ship, getting off the ship. And once you got through the security gate, our vans were right there. And the people that were in charge of this tour were fantastic from the minute they connected to us until the minute they got us on the van. And then our tour guide, Shane, or Toothpick, as his nickname is, was fantastic. And the group of people we had were awesome. So it was a lot of fun, and it was just a wonderful experience. None of us felt, like we were putting anybody out by having to, there was 2 scooters on this tour with us, and I believe 3 people with walkers, canes. There was only 14 total, I think, in our tour this time, but the van held 17. And this particular van, the steps to get into the van were not real steep. I was able to manipulate them, but you did have to hoist yourself up a little bit, so they had a little bit of depth to them to get up into the van. My sister was able to, this van had a lift off the back of the van, and the guy, when we were waiting for the van to come, the gentleman was telling us, he's like, don't worry, if you can't go up the steps, you can just ride the van. You can just be standing with your walker and ride the van. And we both looked at each other like, woo, that sounds like an e-ticket ride. So
Really?
that's what Julie opted to do, was to ride the ramp up. And it was really neat. He just unfolded that thing and burp, it came down. She got on, they put a safety strap around her, and burp, she went up, backed on, and there was a seat right there for her. So she was right there, and the van had plenty of storage, like I said, for 2 scooters, and I believe there was 3 of us with walkers. So it was wonderful. It made 3 stops, 2 stops, 3 stops. I can only remember 2. But Toothpick was fantastic. The group of us on the van were amazing. We had a lot of fun. A lot of interesting questions were asked, and Toothpick answered all of them, even if it was a repeat question, which some of them were. But he drove us through like the Home Depot parking lot to show us how excited they were that they had a Home Depot, and just little personal things that he added to the tour. And the first place we stopped was the Megan's Bay overlook. And it was pretty amazing to see Megan's Bay and how beautiful you could see the transition in the water. And we got off there, and he was wonderful about, did you need your walker? I said, nah, I didn't need my walker for this one, but Julie needed hers. So, she came down the lift. We did our little tootling around at that. We had 12 minutes, not a long time, but 12 minutes. And then boom, she went back up on the lift, and there she was. It was great, easy breezy, never felt awkward, never felt like we put anybody out. I wish there was more tours like this within Norwegian on
really.
many of their different stops. It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Our second stop was at the top of the hill, to where you could see more of all the different islands there. I wish I could remember the name of them, but I can't. And it also had a pretty big gift shop. The bathrooms were not really real accessible. I had to park my walker on the outside of the bathroom, and they were very small, very low, round toilets. And I had a hard time getting up from them. So I would say they're not very handicap accessible, but if you think you can do it, I guess you could try. I had to go, so I had to try.
You gotta go, you gotta go.
But the store inside was great. It had all sorts of different things you wanted to find: t-shirts, keychains, anything you wanted, you could find it in that shop.
Got the magnet, right?
Got the magnet. And then outside they had a little ice cream booth and lots of fun pirates to take pictures with, which I tried to take some pictures around the pirates, trying to be fun. And then we got back on the van and headed back towards the ship. And he was able to get us right up practically to that security gate. So he saved us even a little more room walking back. And all I can say is, Toothpick, you get 2 thumbs up because it was an amazing tour. And I would totally recommend it to anyone that's going to be on St. Thomas that needs accessibility. Not everyone on the van was using walkers or had a scooter. You know, even if you just have limited walking capabilities, it's a great tour. It's a fantastic tour, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. So I hope you enjoy the little bit of video footage that I took and some of the photos along the way. All right. Thanks for watching.
Right. Bye.
So we're here at the top of the mountain, and here's the view. And I'm shooting into the sun. I don't know what I'm getting. You can see the 2 Norwegian ships, the Jade and the Getaway. And he told us the name of the islands. Water Island. I don't remember. So this is Megan's Bay. Voted one of the world's most beautiful bays.